Son, you have a right to refuse his order, and I guarantee you're gonna die if you touch me, and there's no afterlife. Everything just goes black. Don't do it.
Whoa, Rick!
Okay, what was that?
Death.
What kind?
Instant.
Before we get started, in order to celebrate the release of Celebrations, I'm giving away 3 Full Art Professor Oak's researches on PTCGO. The first giveaway was on Monday in our Surfing Pikachu video, and the winner of that giveaway was Chandinetis. Congratulations to you. If you could leave a comment down below with your PTCGO username so that I can add you as a friend and that I can trade you that card, that would be fantastic. For the rest of us, there's still 2 more Full Art Professor Oaks to give away. All you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below, Oaks, no joke, for your chance to win. So today we're taking a look at a deck that frankly I thought was going to be a little bit more difficult to get some games with. It is Xerneas Yveltal. Xerneas, with Breath of Life from the new Celebrations set, allows us to accelerate a bunch of different energy which can then be used by Amazing Rare Yveltal to take instant knockouts with no damage at all. Breath of Life, for a twin energy, will search our deck for 3 basic energy. The caveat there is that we need to search for different types, but that's not a problem because Amazing Rare Yveltal takes Psychic, Dark, and Fire energy as well as the twin energy that we're using with our Xerneas. So we can get ourselves a Yveltal powered up really quickly in order to use Amazing Destruction and instantly knock out any of our opponent's Pokemon. Considering the fact that lots of decks at the moment are playing VMAXs out the wazoo, that means we're going to be able to take a couple of big knockouts without dealing any damage, and we should be able to win a couple of games. Now, the difficult thing is going to be obviously trying to get all of these energies attached to Yveltal multiple times. We can use Xerneas once, but after that it's probably going to be a bit of a problem. We do have cards like Raihan to help us accelerate energy, but that will only get us one coloured energy per turn. We also need a couple of other pieces as well. I've got 4 copies of EXP Share in the deck, so that any time one of our Pokemon with basic energy gets knocked out, they get moved to bench Pokemon, and we also have 3 copies of Energy Switch, which will allow us to get multiple energy from different Pokemon onto one attacker ready to go. The best thing is, some turns we'll be able to Raihan, accelerate an energy, get ourselves an Energy Switch, move that energy across, and then attach a twin. You can see there's a ton of energy here. We've got 4 twins, 4 dark, 4 fire, 4 psychic. There's plenty to work with, so we'll take it across onto PTCGO and see if we can't get a couple of wins with it in a second. But before we do that, if you want to play it, it's in the description. Like the video whilst you're there. Enter into the contest. Alrighty, it's game time. Let's see if this Xerneas Yveltal deck actually works. I'm not entirely convinced. Let's quick ball away a Pokemon Cat. What a great glitch that Snorlax thing, that text glitch is. That's fantastic. We'll bench this Yveltal on pass. I can't believe that there's still that glitch has persisted. But you know what? I can understand why, because Pokemon Live is coming out very soon. We're not sure on the exact date yet, but I'm expecting it within the next month or so, because we know it's probably coming out before Fusion Strike does, and Fusion Strike comes out in about a month, so we're likely to see it pretty soon. We're getting Marnied here, it's not the end of the world. We didn't necessarily want to keep the hand, we like the energy, we like the research, but we could definitely do better. Our board is set up a little bit. We've got Xerneas with a Darkness energy on, so if they do knock it out, it will be EXP shared to the Yveltal on the bench. We've got the Twin energy, which I like. We can Breath of Life this turn. But to be honest, I'd rather not use Breath of Life with a Pokemon that has 3 energy on it. I would almost rather have another EXP share and another coloured energy, but you know what, it's fine. I'm not loving the rest of the hand, to be brutally honest, but you know what, it's not a problem, because we are going to be able to get the Breath of Life attack off this turn, and we've got triple Yveltal here. This is incredible. That's the amount of times that we are going to need to attack in this game, I think. Let's quick ball as well. We'll get rid of the Xerneas. I don't think we're going to need another one. I will get a Snorlax down, and then we've got the Scoop Up Net for next turn. We can Breath of Life now. Hopefully, it all works out for the best. We'll just grab every single energy that we have here. We'll put 1 on the Yveltal. That's the Dark. I should have put the... Oh, it doesn't matter. I should have put the Dark on another one because I've got the EXP share. We'll just chuck them all on that Yveltal now. A little bit disappointing, but it means that we can still get an attack off if they choose to take a knockout on Xerneas, because we'll just need one more basic energy. Obviously, double colorless energy doesn't need the twin energy to attack, so it's not actually that bad. I'm not feeling too bad about it now. I mean, it's not ideal. Anyway, you may have been expecting a Flying Pikachu VMAX video today, and I was planning on doing one. In fact, I've already got most of the stuff ready for that video to go, but would you believe that it's almost impossible for me at the moment to get games with that deck? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting really unlucky with coin flips or what, but we're going to need to postpone that one, and hopefully, I'm hoping that we can get some good video footage with good footage of this deck, because this deck is sick. I think it's really, really cool. Hopefully it works out. It's been sitting in the back of my brain for the last week and a half. This Breath of Life attack is super, super good for lots of amazing rare Pokemon. I've seen a ton of potential with it. But obviously, Xerneas and Yveltal go together, so may as well use them. I believe they also mentioned the fact that Xerneas and Yveltal both should pair together in the Celebrations booklet, so you never know. It could be a thing. I'm not sure. Our hand is completely dead this turn, so we're going to need to top deck a research or something. Maybe they Marnie us? Perhaps? Mayhaps? Perhaps? They're going to switch into a Rangaroo? Maybe they just need the energy so that they can get in with their Zamazenta. Maybe that's their plan here. They're going to Marnie us! Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in my life, I am happy with a Marnie. We've been given a bunch of good stuff here. We've got an energy switch, we've got a supporter, we've got a fire energy in hand. This is looking pretty good. To be brutally honest, it doesn't appear like they're going to be attacking at all. Playing down another Orangaroo. They're going to Quick Ball, they're going to Crobat. They're going to Crobat probably here. Looks like that's the plan. So they're looking for another 5 cards, trying to find that Metal Saucer to get their attack off. But at the moment, ironically enough, we are in such a good position that next turn, if they do knock out this Xerneas, we can use Amazing Rare Yveltal to get a knockout on whatever they bring forward. So I'm feeling really good, to be honest. I'm feeling really, really good about this situation. Rotom Phone, perhaps looking for that last Metal Saucer with their second Orangaroo. Could potentially be it. I'm not entirely sure. They're taking a long time. When people take a long time on PTCGO, it usually means that they don't have what they need. So I'm hopeful that our Xerneas survives. If our Xerneas survives and we can get off a second Breath of Life, well, I never will be. We will be living the dream. They're taking a long time. What is this little... What's this ringlet of hair doing here? You see this? Well, now my hair just looks terrible. I don't know why I did that for. Anyway, let's... I can't unsee it. Oh no, what have I done now? I should have... That's a bad thing. Anyway, they're not doing anything. Our opponent's not doing anything. Hopefully they don't get an attack off and we can Breath of Life. If we do that, we can energy switch the dark energy off of the active, we can attach the fire energy, and then we can Marnie and hopefully set ourselves up to have 3 attacking Yveltals. They are just using Intrepid Sword, so this is a good sign for us. I'm thinking that we energy switch first. We're going to move that dark energy onto another Yveltal. We can attach... I'm going to attach the fire energy... Let's attach the fire energy to the same one and then Marnie. The only problem here is that we might Marnie ourselves into a bunch of dark energy, which would mean that we can't find what we want, but ultimately it's worked out relatively well. I'll throw down the EXP share, then we can Breath of Life again, get one of each of our different typed energy. We'll put the dark energy on the right of Yveltal this time, on the third one there, the fire energy on the third one as well, and then we can put the psychic on either. And we are, look at this. Look at these Yveltals. They are all prepped and ready to take some knockouts. I'm frankly very excited. And the best part is, if we attack with the Yveltal that doesn't have the EXP share, we can actually put ourselves in a really strong spot to have multiple Yveltals attacking in this game, which, as I mentioned, is what we need to do. So, hopefully it all works out. Our opponent brings something into the active, they knock out the Xerneas, we send forward an Yveltal, we take a knockout of our own, and then we have boss's orders, and hopefully in the 4 prizes that we take, we will be able to get all 6 of the knockouts required to win the game, but you never know. Our opponent could just play Marnie. Now that I've been talking about how happy I am with my hand and how good my board state is, now we'll get hit with that Marnie, or we get hit with the Tool Scrapper, which makes me cry, because there goes my EXP shares that I was going to utilize to make this a little bit easier, but apparently wouldn't want to make this incredibly awkward to set up deck more simple to play. And there's the Marnie. There's the Marnie. They'd played 2 Marnies already. I thought I was tempting fate by saying it, but it was one of those ones where, what are the chances, right? What are the chances that they actually have one of their last Marnies? What are the chances? Well, it turns out pretty good. It turns out that Marnie's a pretty good chance. To be brutally honest, it's not the end of the world. We've got everything that we need. We've got Twin Energy. We've got Professor's Research, so I'm not upset, but it just happens so frequently. It's just one of those things. Someone said in the comments the other day that I should get it printed on a t-shirt as long as my hand stays the same, and then instantly slam down the Marnie. Oh boy. Alright, so our opponent is going to promote Zamazenta. This means they'll get a knockout on the Xerneas, which I'm okay with. We can scoop up the Snorlax if we want to, because that will create some problems if it gets boss stalled. But ultimately, our play here is very simple. Promote an Yveltal with 3 energy on it already. We can Twin Energy to the active and then research. And we're looking pretty good. Oh, that boss is a little bit tempting to hold on to. I am going to scoop up the Snorlax, and I am thinking I am just going to research here. We have plenty of Gust. It'll be fine. We have Pokemon Catcher, which is fantastic. We all love flipping coins. We didn't find another thing, but that's okay. We're going to take a prize or 2. 0 damage, instant knockout. Fantastic stuff. 2 prizes for us, and we are 1/3 of the way there. That EXP share is just a little bit too late here. Although, ultimately, we've got double Raihan in hand, right? So what we could do, if they do get a knockout on our Yveltal here, they'll need to attack with the Zacian. We could Raihan to the Yveltal on the bench, and then use Raihan to search out a Twin Energy ready for our next Yveltal. So, they've played 3 Marnies. As long as our hand remains the same, which it should, it would be a statistical anomaly if they Marnie me now, then we will be able to get another knockout with our Amazing Rare Yveltal next turn, as long as they attack us. If they attack us, we get a knockout. I need to leave. I need to leave. That's their 4th one, right? I mean, we've Marnied into our last Raihan anyway. So again, it doesn't actually matter. I can't. I just can't anymore. That's insanity. Are they even going to attack me? Are you going to attack me, man? Savage Fox 73, you're going to use your Zacian and get a knockout? Or you're just going to Intrepid Sword? That's a mistake. You've Marnied me into a banger of a hand. We've got boss's orders. We've got a Marnie of our own now. Let's flip the Catcher, though. Tails. That's a bad card. Anyway, let's gust up the Zacian and Amazing Destruction. Now we are in a position where we almost cannot lose. And I know for a fact that my opponent cannot Marnie me. They can't do it. It's not possible. They can't do it. There's no way my hand changes. Unless I've miscounted the Marnies, but you know what? I'm so confident that I'm right, I'm not even going to check. It's not going to happen. I might later. We'll wait and see. But yeah, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. We could Raihan if we get knocked out this turn and try and find a Gust, but to be honest, I don't think that they can knock us out with anything that isn't worth 2 prizes. So they're kind of in a position now where we are just going to win the game, and it's a matter of time until that happens. They need to power up another attacker, which is arguably... It's almost impossible, frankly. So I'm relatively happy with that. I love the fact that they've got Crystal Cave in play. They can't heal damage because there's no damage to deal, right? We just knock you out. It's impossible. There goes a research, so no money, which means we finally keep our hand. I would have really liked it if we had another boss in hand, but obviously we did flip tails on that not crushing hammer, on that Pokemon Catcher. But hey, remember the days when Pokemon Catcher used to just be instant and you could do it for free as an item? That was busted. Top decks, another Marnie. What we will do is I will attach the fire energy to this Yveltal here, just so that if we find a basic energy, we will guarantee win the game, and then we can Amazing Destruction. I think taking the knockout on the Oranguru is fine. We don't really care. Ultimately, we have a Raihan in hand. If they knock out the Yveltal, we Raihan to the Yveltal and attack. If they don't, then we win. So we're looking like we're going to win this game. Would not be surprised if they concede at some point. I am genuinely impressed, by the way, with how quickly this thing set up. We had a couple of turns. I will admit there were turns that we could have been attacked, but we weren't. That would have made this setup a lot worse. But I'm still fairly confident that we would have been able to do something, even if it had happened. But there you go, victory for Amazing Rare Yveltal and Xerneas. We'll see if we can get another one. Alrighty, this time we're up against Inteleon V, which is a very, very good deck. I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably really good against us because it can snipe, right? Hopefully they don't set up very quickly. I mean, our hand's not brilliant, but it's definitely workable. We've got a Quick Ball, we've got EXP Share, we've got another Yveltal, we've got a Twin Energy as well, which means we can Quick Ball away something, we can grab ourselves a Xerneas and then research and hope that we find a switch. Going second is obviously very good for this deck because the sooner you can get your energy into play, the better. And in decks like Inteleon's case, they are going to struggle to get a knockout really, really quickly, especially with this board state that they've got. Although, to be fair, triple Sobble on turn 1, I don't think you can really ask for any more than that. Funny moments. It's a pretty solid moment for you, frankly. That Energy Switch is not the card that I was hoping for, but that's okay. We will grab ourselves our text-laden Xerneas, throw that onto the bench. We can play down our Yveltal as well. Let's attach the Twin to Xerneas. We'll attach the EXP Share and then research. We're looking for a switch or a Scoop Up Net to get our Yveltal out of the active. I like that quite a lot. We'll throw the Xerneas up there. We'll play down the Yveltal and attach the EXP Share. Then we can Breath of Life. Get ourselves 3 different coloured energies, Dark, Fire, and Psychic, all onto the Yveltal. Very happy with that. I am going to chuck the 3 of them onto the same Yveltal here, even if we do get knocked out this turn. We're actually in a position where we could theoretically get the Amazing Destruction attack off, right? So let's just assume for a second that they could knock us out. They'd need to boss, right? Which prevents them from being able to take a knockout in the first place. But if they could, they'd remove the 3 energy from the field. 1 would EXP Share on. We could Raihan 1. We've got, actually, we would be down 1 energy. Oh my god. Okay. It's a good thing they can't Gust knock out me. I don't even know if they could knock out the Xerneas in the active, to be fair. We might get another double attack off here. We might get a double Breath of Life, to be brutally honest. It might even be worth doing. It does, of course, depend on what our opponent does. They've waterfalled those Drizziles beautifully, all 3 of them in play now, and they're grabbing a Professor's Research, so I can say with quiet confidence that we are going to have the same hand next turn as we currently have, and it's got lots of options in it. They actually got rid of a Melanie, so they mustn't have had any energy in their discard pile. Here comes the Inteleon, and they're going to Hydro Snipe? Thank you. Very kind. How very kind of you to just give me the Twin Energy. I will attach that to my Yveltal now. Thank you very much. Okay, so we need to find a switch or a Scoop Up Net, and we take 3 prizes on this Inteleon. We've done it. We've taken the Why would they do that? That's just an objectively bad decision, right? Surely. Surely. Let's put the EXP Share down. It's good to keep the energy in play, right? And then we will we'll just Amazing Destruction. I don't think that they can realistically get... They can't expect to get a knockout with anything other than Suicune here. So we will throw that down. Unprizing a Raihan is incredible. To get an attack off this turn, they'll need to Melanie as well. An E? I'm never doing that again. But it means that they cannot disrupt our hand if they want to take a knockout. So if they take a knockout, then we've still got Raihan. If they don't take a knockout and Marnie us, we can use Amazing Destruction again. So we're looking very, very good here. And let's think. This time we might actually be able to... You know that thing that I was talking about before? That crazy Raihan play? If they do knock us out, we should be able to do it again. Fingers crossed, obviously. We never know with these kind of things. So the theory is that they Melanie to their Suicune and they knock out the Yveltal, right? They're doing that right now. One of the energy will go to Yveltal, one will go to Xerneas, and one will go to the discard pile, along with the twin energy. What we can do is we can Raihan to the Yveltal, we can find a twin energy from the deck, and we can use Energy Switch to move the energy from the Xerneas onto the Yveltal, giving us a Yveltal with 5 energy on it, an Yveltal with 5 energy on it from 0. So we'll have a fresh Yveltal that's gonna go... We're gonna have a fresh Yveltal into a fully powered up, ready to attack Yveltal. And to be brutally honest, I'm looking at their board state. I don't think that they'll be able to kill this one. Let's put one of the energies on the Yveltal. We'll put one of the energies on the Xerneas. Doesn't really matter which ones, because they're all gonna end up on Yveltal in the end anyway. We'll promote that. And let's see. Let's just make sure that we can do it here. Energy Switch will move to the active. Raihan will accelerate to the active, the fire energy, and we can search out the twin. Oh, wow. Oh, what a stupid turn. I'll play down the Snorlax. I don't know if we need to do that, if we need to set ourselves up like this, but I'm going to give it a crack regardless. Another Yveltal will come into play too, and then we Amazing Destruction. We take a knockout on the Suicune, 2 prizes, and I'm looking at their board. I'm trying to understand how they're going to get a knockout this turn. I don't see it happening, because they need 3 energy to deal more. They need 3 energy to deal enough damage to knock this Yveltal out. They can only attach 2. They could put 2 pings on me, right? So they could double ping with Inteleon, and then I don't think they can do it. I think we've won. We won. What a beautiful deck this is. So you've seen the deck in action, but how good is this thing really? Well, ultimately, it's super cheap and it's super powerful. I've given it an A for its pricing and an S for its power. If you can get this thing set up, it is capable of beating anything. The issue, though, is getting it set up. Consistency-wise, you obviously rely on a lot of things going your way, and all it takes is your opponent to set up and boss out the Yveltal and knock it out, and suddenly your game plan is ruined. But ultimately, if you're looking for a really, really cheap, really, really fun single prize attacking deck that can theoretically beat some of the top tier threats, then this Yveltal plus Xerneas will do the job. So Xerneas from Celebration certainly does make Yveltal a very powerful attacker, a very fun deck, this one. I would 100% recommend it if you can put the cards together. The list is down in the description if you'd like to play along, and also, whilst you're there, make sure that you like the video, subscribe if you want, and also, don't forget to join in for that contest to try and win that second Full Art Professor Oak on PTCGO. I'd love to see all of those comments down below. I've been trying to keep up as best as I can with them, but it's pretty tough. There's lots of entries. There was like 250 in the last one. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attendance today. I appreciate it as always, and I will see you next time for more from the Sableyes. Bye.